So what exciting things are available for self-publishers for 2022? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things that I foresee happening, but also the things that I personally like about self-publishing and the opportunities that are going to present themselves for 2022. Hi, my name is Romney, and if you haven't been to the channel before, it's all about creating, building, and scaling your self-publishing business. And I'm also the creator of the Publishing Accelerator, which is the low and no content publishing course. So if you're interested in doing that course, just make sure you check out the links below. So in this video, I'm actually going to be showing a clip also from my course, and I'm going to be talking about the reasons why I love self-publishing, because it's important to outline a bit about my background and why I moved into self-publishing. But this video, I want to be talking about some of the key things that I think you should look forward to when you're self-publishing and why 2022 could be a huge year for you. Now, for me, my publishing has now gone on from strength to strength, and I've covered plenty of things in the past 6 months about my journey from creating my first books over my first 3 months, my first 12 months, then moving to hard copy or hardcover books, but also diversifying, looking at what opportunities are outside of just publishing with KDP. And they're the kind of things that I'd like you to look forward to creating yourself in 2022. Now, one of the main things that people tend to look at when they look into the next 12 months is, well, what opportunities are going to present themselves? And too many people or too many videos are out there saying that there's too much competition for books in KDP, niches are saturated. Well, I don't believe that at all, because I've been looking at different niches and I can see more niches opening up as the year goes on, and now is an amazing opportunity to be able to get into self-publishing. And more so, it allows you to have that freedom, that opportunity to be able to do something that you're passionate about. And publishing just might start with your books, but it can lead on to huge opportunities for you, be that coaching, creating courses, creating ebooks, moving on to more challenging books like children's books and getting them narrated to audiobooks. And that's part of my journey, and that's what I've done, and that's what I want to be able to start to teach you, because I've now moved into books where I can create a hardcover, a paperback, an ebook, and an audiobook. So suddenly there's 4 different ways that I'm generating revenue from that one book source. And if you can start creating those sorts of books, then your revenue streams will absolutely open up. And I've personally liked the journey of self-publishing because I know that I'm having a positive impact on others. It's not just the creative process that I love. It's not just creating videos like these that I love to do or creating in my course. It's the positive impact that I can actually have, not just in my home country of Australia, but also on a global scale, because you can also get books translated. And that's an extra thing that I'm about to include in my course as well, about that process that I went through to create books into different languages, which again opens up a huge opportunity and market for you. And when you're self-publishing, these are the kind of opportunities that you do start to see. And it all starts with setting some goals, setting realistic goals, and being really action-orientated. You can listen to a lot of information and you can almost get information overload, and it almost creates you to freeze up, not knowing where to start. But the important thing is you start to prioritize. You might have 5 priorities during the month, or they might be goals that you want to achieve during the month. And when you start to get more momentum with your publishing, it's important to develop those goals. They might be sales goals or book sales goals. It could be financial goals or budgeting goals. It could be the number of books that you're creating. All of these things are important that you start to develop. But in regards to, is KDP over? Well, absolutely not. There is years ahead for those that are interested in self-publishing. And just think of each of your books as being little soldiers that you can send out and start to earn you passive income as well. Now, there are elements of self-publishing that isn't purely passive income, because you might need to continue to monitor marketing or advertising and things like that. Some of your books may become pure passive income, where they head out, they start to earn your income, and you get those the payments in royalties. But there might be other books that you find that you need to put a little bit more work into to develop that income. And for niche research, well, I've created plenty of videos about niche research, but I'll continue to do some of that background research for you, provide some niches that you may not have thought of before that might actually help you to get kick-started. And as I've mentioned in other videos as well, if you're new to KDP, it's important to learn the process and maybe create 7 to 10 books that'll get you started, get to know how to upload, get your niche research completed, your title, your subtitles, your descriptions, your marketing, those sort of things. But as you start to get more experienced, then you can start expanding your network. And you might have seen a video that I did about 3-4 weeks ago about how I generated over $3,500, or just under $3,500, that it wasn't on KDP at all. It was on another platform. And they're the kind of things that you can start to expand into. And that, again, is why I love self-publishing. So what I'm going to do is quickly show you a video from, or a lesson from my course, just to show you the passion that I have behind self-publishing and the opportunities that I see as well. And I'll finish up this video in a moment. So before we get any further into the course, I just wanted to provide you with a bit of an overview about why I've felt that publishing has been the perfect opportunity for me. Now, previously I was a teacher for 10 years, and then I've actually worked in a number of executive positions as well. But what I've found with the publishing is that it's unlimited. It has unlimited potential in the number of books I can create, resources I can create, but then it's expanding that into different areas of business as well, such as coaching and providing courses and things too, which as a teacher, I've been able to sort of lean on my experience as a teacher to be able to bring together information and hopefully break it down into easy steps that people can understand. But the business model of publishing has allowed greater freedom for who I am and what I want to do as well. And it's a great passive income stream. So I consider my books as little assets. When I create the assets, then I put them to work. And the good thing is that platforms like KDP do all the heavy lifting for me. They do most of the work. Once I've created the book and I've loaded it up, of course I need to do some marketing and things to make sure people are aware of my books. However, all the printing and the distribution, everything like that is taken care of by somebody else. And I enjoy that element of it. I'm not getting heaps of phone calls about things or heaps of emails about different things. I can actually focus on the creation side. And as the business is getting bigger, I can then provide opportunities for other people to be part of the business as it grows as well. And that's something that I'll enjoy doing. So I just wanted to give you a quick little insight about why I've enjoyed publishing, why I think that I've got a lot of growth within the publishing industry, and I've actually got opportunities beyond just publishing from the experiences that I'm now getting to create courses and other resources that can help people like yourself grow and create your own future. Whether that remains in publishing, whether you're going to do other elements that you can use your experience through publishing. But that's what I do like about this. And I wanted to just give you this information before you went further into the course, so you could actually get a feel about why I felt that publishing has been the best choice that I've made for many, many years. It's been something that I've felt really passionate about, because it's the opportunity to be able to help more people. And it's not just based on my locality of where I'm living. It's not just based on one single language. You can actually create books and resources across various different languages as well. And that's something where, go back a number of years, you couldn't have that opportunity of being able to expand for a business from your home office and be able to travel and still work if you have a laptop on hand. So there we have it. I just wanted to share this information with you. I felt it was important and get a bit more of a background about me as well. So I hope you continue to enjoy this course, and there's a lot of information that you're going to learn along the journey. So as you could probably tell from that video, I am very passionate about my self-publishing, and I see it as an opportunity to be able to grow further as a person, as a business, I guess, as well, but also a way that I can actually share my knowledge and my skills and my experiences with you through a platform like YouTube on this channel, but also through my Publishing Accelerator course, where I continue to update lessons, add more lessons, and expand that course so you can accelerate your self-publishing to create a future in self-publishing that you can actually see you can commit to for the long term as well. So thank you very much for joining me throughout this year, and I look forward to creating more content for 2022. So until my next video, I look forward to seeing you then.